This is another edition of Ag News Today. I'm your host, Corey Robertson, and we are on the Wepodcast network. If you're looking for billboards, believe me, a digital one is better. Contact Adhere Media in Windsor for your advertising needs at 519-966-7776. That's 519-966-7776. On this episode of Ag News Today, Jordan Kniaziew from Zing Orangeline Farms joins me. Hi there, Jordan.
Hey, how's it going, Corey?
Excellent. Thanks so much for taking some time to do the podcast with me. And I wanted to start with congratulating you on this. You got this fun little award recognition from BMO. It's a family farming award recognition.
Yeah, absolutely. We were honored to be presented with the award last year at the 100th Annual International Plow Match in Walton, Ontario. So it was a pretty special award for our family to receive, representing our farm, and it was great to be up there and taking the festivities. So
yeah, for sure. Jordan, even in today's day and age, and farming's become so technical, and with the greenhouse operation that you guys run in the Leamington, Ontario area, how important still is family to the farming business in Canada?
Absolutely. It's one of the backbones, I think, really, of the Canadian, just the fabric of where we've come from as a society. It's definitely, the farmers are the ones who, you see it on, as cliche as it is, farmers feed cities. And that's something that, when you really extend it to what makes up a farmer, the majority of farms are family run still. And so, for myself, I work with my brother daily on a lot of projects, and we work together hand in hand, as well as my sister-in-law, Kirsty. And it's one of those great, opportunities that I have every day to be working with my family and to be able to create, awesome products for consumers to enjoy and to bring back to their family. So it's kind of, full cycle to be able to produce a product in Ontario, in Canada, and to be able to deliver it to families across Canada. It's pretty special, absolutely.
Yeah, and you guys are definitely on the cutting edge and leading some innovation. Talk to me about the netting that you're using, the Insect Exclusion Netting.
Right, so we implemented that this year into our greenhouse, and it's pretty unique for sure, and it allows us to be able to control the environment that we grow in even more so. And basically, it makes us more advanced than organic farming. So, if you could say that our greenhouse and our product is more organic, I would say that's pretty accurate than organic farming. So we're able to control the environment inside. And basically, we use good bugs to fight bad bugs, but it allows us to have that pristine growing environment always.
So, and just jump in a little bit more about that, using the good bugs to get rid of the bad bugs, and how important it is to do that in such a natural way.
Absolutely. So all of our product is hand-picked, hand-packed. It's a very delicate procedure or process that we do to get our product to the store shelves and ultimately to the consumer. And so when you have a growing environment, you're naturally going to have some, bad bugs that come in, whether it be whitefly or aphids. And so we like to use ladybugs, a gentle ladybug that goes on the plant, and it's a natural predator. And, basically, as simple as it is, you have good bugs eating bad bugs, and that creates a very peaceful environment inside the greenhouse that ultimately, when we hand-pick, hand-pack, and we ship to our customers, ultimately the customer is the one who's winning.
Talk about some new product lines at Zing Orangeline that you guys are developing. I know we talked a little bit about the spices and a few other things that you're really excited to get to market.
Absolutely. So we're known for our bell peppers. We're an award-winning bell pepper grower. So our red, yellow, orange bell peppers continue to do well, and that's something that we're recognized as across North America for, our Zing Healthy Food peppers. But some of the items that we've been really focused on is innovation, of course, and we have numerous trials going on every year, different seeds, different varieties of hot, sweet bell peppers, specialty hot peppers, specialty sweet peppers, and ultimately we're always trying to find the best tasting product for the consumer. And so two products that we've really focused on this year that have done exceptionally well in the marketplace, and we're going to continue to grow them, is our spicy and sweet chef samplers. So it offers the consumer the blend of products that they can go home and have that culinary experience at their dining table with their family and friends. So the Spicy Chef Sampler is a blend of different hot peppers that we've strategically picked and grown to, have the right amount of heat for the consumer. And our Sweet Chef Sampler, again, same thought process. We wanted to have a blend of sweet peppers. And when we merchandise them together with our retail partners, it allows the retailers to offer up a sweet and a heat profile, and they're able to package that. And under the Zing Healthy Foods banner, they're able to really promote the increased consumption of healthy peppers for consumers.
Absolutely. But finally, just from the idea of, when I'm seeing a new trend, at least in the last couple of years, of, growers really bringing a new sense of marketing to the table. And by that, I think I mean branding, Jordan, and certainly the way you guys brand with Zing and things like that. But I'm seeing this kind of new in the last couple of years. Just talk to me finally a little bit about, that new swing towards the importance of branding that growers are bringing when marketing their fruit and their vegetable.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the keys to it is just creating awareness for healthy products and healthy food to consumers. And there's definitely been a big push. And I think that kudos to the associations that are continuing to push it to consumers and getting it front and center. Foodland Ontario does a tremendous job on promoting all commodities that are grown in Ontario. And so do different organizations such as United Fresh and CPMA. Just making sure that consumers know that there is a lot of great fruits and vegetables that are in Ontario and Canada for consumers to have. And as far as our branding and what we're continuing to focus on is just making sure that consumers understand that Zing Healthy Foods is a brand they can trust. It's going to have that consistent flavor profile, and it's going to continue to challenge the status of the norm within the marketplace, within our sector, pushing the limits, trying new products, making sure consumers know that they're always going to see something innovative from our team here at Zing Healthy Foods, and knowing that Zing brand is something that they can come back and know that they're going to get a consistent experience each time. So it's definitely something that's very important to us as we continue to grow our product and invest really in Ontario and invest in the consumers in Ontario, making sure that families are able to access healthy and great tasting produce year round.
Jordan Kniaziew, Orangeline Farms, thank you so much for being on Ag News today. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thanks, Corey.
Ag News today is being sponsored this time around by Adhere Media. If you're looking for billboards, believe me, a digital one is better. You can contact Adhere Media in Windsor for your advertising needs at 519-966-7776. That's 519-966-7776. I'm Corey Robertson. This is Ag News Today on the Wepodcast Network. In Ag News headlines, the MPP for Huron-Bruce says the province should be standing up for farmers in the face of upcoming tax reforms, using other provinces as an example. Lisa Thompson says premiers from Nova Scotia, Manitoba, and British Columbia are opposing the tax reforms being proposed by the federal government. She says it's interesting to note that just a week ago, the Premier of Ontario stood at the International Ploughing Match and celebrated the agriculture sector as a crucial part of our economy. But she says that she won't defend an industry that generates $37 billion and provides more than 700,000 jobs. She says it's shameful, and according to Thompson. She says the Liberal Premier of Nova Scotia is standing up for Nova Scotian farmers and asks why won't the Premier of Ontario do the same for Ontario. But Premier Kathleen Wynne let the province's Minister of Agriculture and Food and Rural Affairs, Jeff Leal, provide the answer. Leal says he can say that he's been in contact with many farmers and expresses their concerns when it comes to the succession family farms in the province of Ontario. Meanwhile, Quebec is the latest province to question the new tax reforms put forward by the federal government. The province's finance minister, Carlos Lieto, says that while he agrees the overall direction of the tax proposals, he's worried about the impact the changes could have, including how the reform might complicate the transfer of farms within families. Canadian officials and stakeholders in the agriculture industry met in Ottawa to talk trade. Canada, the United States, and Mexico are working towards modernizing the North American Free Trade Agreement, and Canada wants to see a stronger agricultural market under the New Deal, helping our agricultural trade grow between our three nations to $85 billion annually. The government will continue to work together with Canadian farmers to ensure that trade remains an engine of growth and prosperity for our nations. This according to Lawrence MacAulay, Minister of Agriculture and Agri-Food. NAFTA has nearly quadrupled agricultural trade in North America over the past 25 years, with trilateral trade reaching nearly $1 trillion US in 2016, with Canada and the U.S. each other's largest trade partner. Mexico is Canada's fourth largest export market. Supply management is also an issue. MacAulay said that he is looking to protect in a renegotiated North American Free Trade Agreement. He stated the government is ready to defend the system that works well for farmers and consumers and that it is a model for the world. Monday's roundtable included stakeholders from a cross-section of industries ranging from beef to dairy to grains. In the aftermath of Hurricane Irma, Florida's produce industry says there are some losses. They say while the full extent of the impact is still being explored, there is definitely some very significant damage to the Florida citrus industry. Before Hurricane Irma, there was a good chance they were going to have more than 75 million boxes of oranges on the trees this season. They say they now have much less. Based on growing reports, citrus crop loss may be in the 50% to 70% range in some areas. This according to Lisa Lockridge, Director of Public Affairs with the Florida Fruit and Vegetable Association. As for other fruits and vegetables, particularly tomatoes and strawberries, there was damage to fields that were planted in South and Central Florida, primarily plastic ground covering and irrigation systems ripped up. Because of the storm, Lockridge says the tomato crop is expected to be light at the first part of November, but volume should build and industry leaders expect a solid December. Likewise, she said strawberry growers expect to be able to recover quickly and stay on their timetable to be harvesting on time. Florida strawberry harvest typically begins in late November and continues into March. And finally, a new company based in Ottawa, started by two young farmers in two very different districts, is providing a new tool which producers can use to buy and sell grains, oilseeds, pulses, and forage crops like hay. Farmlead.com is a new tool. It's the first such online tool developed for this particular marketplace, and its concept is so simple, it's surprising that no one had developed one sooner. Set up much like Kijiji, or a similar online buy-sell database, it allows producers and buyers to post ads, much like classified ads on the farmlead.com website. Then, the buyers and sellers take over negotiations themselves once they match up. It's free to register, free to post, and payment is only required if a deal is made. Both parties then pay a commission of $1 per ton for the first 80 tons, about 2 cents per bushel, and 25 cents afterwards. The founders of the business, Brennan Turner and Alan Gubo, say that the price is about 75% less than through traditional grain marketing agencies. The website works fairly simply, requiring the buyer or seller to enter information in several fields and thereby identify exactly what they are seeking or selling. An advantage in grain marketing as compared to, say, selling used furniture online is that grains are very easily classifiable, especially if samples have been tested. Like in other online marketplaces, buyers and sellers are rated, and anyone unreliable is quickly weeded out. Buyers go through a strict vetting process, including credit checks, monitoring of posts, and verification of identification. Farmers must be transparent about quality, interactions online are recorded, and there is a screening process for uploading photos, which is an option, and buyers must show what they will if they close the deal. That's news headlines on Ag News Today. I'm Corey Robertson. If you're looking for billboards, believe me, a digital one is better. Contact Adhere Media in Windsor for your advertising needs. 519-966-7776. That's 519-966-7776.